I've decided to come into the northern quarter. I love it around here. Look how it's changed. I remember around 15, 20 years ago, you hardly ever saw anybody around here. It was on a 10, 15 year phase, and at the time it was phase one. Look at it now. I do like the northern quarter, summertime. It's banging, banging. Obviously, you need a bit of money to come around here and live, because property is so expensive, but very nice. This is a Halley Street, Peter's. Nice place. I've never been in it, but I just saw through the window then. Let me see if I can get a glimpse. Oh, we can't see in, but if you can see through that window there, can you imagine the acoustics in there? Let me go to a place where... actually, let me just walk down here first. See some very nice bars. I'd love to live around here, but need lottery cash. This is where I come and chill in the summertime when it's nice and hot. There's always loads of chairs, loads of people outside, just chilling, relaxing. But no, I do like it around here. It has class. This is what we call the northern quarter. It used to be barren land basically around here until they rebuilt all this. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm just going to put it on pause and catch up. That place there, if you ever want to go, does very nice pizzas. Fresh Italian pizzas. See, I remember all these buildings. I like, you can clearly see that there's a lot of reclaimed brick being used. The street I'm about to go on to the right always reminds me of Coronation Street, but it was a place that was owned by the council and they sold a lot of property off. This is George Street, Lee, those houses. They sold a lot of property off, and after they sold them, people bought them for about maybe 30,000 and sold them about a year or two later for like 160, 240,000. But I do love this street. All the property around here. That's the old express where they used to print papers, but now it's apartments. Nice car. Don't like the colour though. Yeah, that's a very nice street. And that building out at the end, right at the end, it's the first and one of the largest buildings by the council for over 50s, I think it is. People looking for social housing for the elderly. It's one of the first and biggest in Manchester. I used to work for the council, and I used to work there sometimes. The locals, the residents, very nice. I wouldn't mind having an apartment there or a flat there. All I can smell around here is weed. Reminds me of New York. No matter where you went, all you can smell is weed. Because in New York, I believe that weed is legal. We actually passed a shop. We didn't go in, but we passed a shop that actually sold weed, or extracts of weed. That building, it was a void property for absolute years, and then they started working on it. That tall one there. Started working on it, and then they must have run out of money, so they had to sell it on to someone else or maybe they got more money to continue the renovation of it, and it looks very, very nice. Public house dining room. I wouldn't mind going there for a meal. Looks nice. You see, I remember all of this. Used to stay at my ex's in Longsight, and used to walk from there maybe 5 miles or whatever it is, 3 miles to Royal Mail on Oldham Road, and you never saw anybody around here. It was really weird walking around it. Sometimes I didn't walk in this area because you'd always feel as if you're going to be mugged. But look at it now. It's amazing. I wish I had the finances to move around here because I love it around here. Very active. Very Gen Z. Or do they call it Gen Z? One of my favourite buildings, which I always told people had a lot of potential, was this. It was so run down. But look how they've restored it and renovated it. Homeless people used to stay in there. Oh, very nice. Someone's just said it's a bit chilly. It's more than chilly. We're heading to the old Ancoats where there used to be Argos and Curry's. It's all been knocked down now. It's all just a vacant space. But still, now, surrounding areas are built up because of the amount of property that's been. Look at that. I'm obsessed with buildings, love the architecture, the brickwork. Looks great. Manchester city centre, and I'm assuming because I travelled around other city centres, has young residents from maybe 23 upwards. It's full of young people. Look how all that is built up. I remember how this area used to be so rough. It's a very nice area now. Oh, that area over there is where they restored that area. There's a school there, or academy, whatever they call it, and it's now full of bars. I'm going to walk over there in a bit. Normally walk up that bridge. For anybody who remembers this area where all the old mills are, all these buildings used to be all the old buildings from like the 90s. Well, actually, I don't know what year. Royal Mill. But it's full of apartments now. And then you've got the canal. They've got a nice cafe in there. Oh, erected 1797 Royal Mill, visited by the King and Queen, 19th of November 1942. Wow. Rebuilt 1912. So it was there during the war, the King and Queen. That means Queen Elizabeth would have been only quite young at that point. a lot of the time the waters here are quite low. I've never been on a barge, but I wouldn't mind having a little birthday shindig. This barge, I believe, it's been stuck there for over a year because the water's always too low for it to move, and it's a very interesting barge with all the skeletons and all whatnot. I believe he's got a really nice funky car somewhere, but it's a nice barge that. I always see people stopping and taking photographs and videos. It's getting rowdy now. People are going to interfere with my vlog, I'm calling it. So I'm going to turn it off, just put it on pause until I get around the corner, and then I shall continue. So here is a rebuilt and restored bridge for the canal. And here's all freshly new built. I come around here summertime. Never eaten around here, but I've been for a few drinks or just chilling. Not cheap to come and drink around here, or eat for that matter, but it's very nice. This is what we call Ancoats Basin. All I can smell is diesel. Yeah, all these years, for people who do remember, this area was just flat. Kids used to, when they started restoring the canal, kids used to swim in there. But look at all the barges. Well, let me go and have a look at that tree, even though I don't do Christmas. People will be saying, Mike, why are you looking at that tree? You don't do Christmas. It does actually look nicer. Yeah, nice area this. If you ever get the chance summertime, if you like sitting, chilling, people watching, this is one place to be. It's absolutely packed. I like coming here, I love coming here actually. I'm always bringing people over. I can smell food. See, look at those views. Yeah, very nice area. Let me go over this side. The geese. Looking for food. Quite a few of these geese. There will be babies. Although they're swans. They're the geese. Yeah. Oh, there's a few ducks there as well. I don't know if they're called Canada geese, but here's the ducks. The colourful ducks are the males, and then the females is that one there, I think. But everyone always thinks the female would be the colourful one, but it's the males. So around here is where people come and seat themselves and smoke the weed. That's all you can smell when you come around here. Very, very quiet now. But again, summertime, It's absolutely packed. You're lucky if you can find anywhere to be seated. And look at those apartments over there, or flats. If you're American, you call it apartments. In the UK, we call it flats. Maybe in London, they might call it apartments. But it's quite peaceful around here now. Look at these geese putting the foot down, thinking I've got food. Nope. Already I'm thinking May, June, July, when it gets warmer, hotter, shorts weather, I'll be around here. And here I am. Let me do it full. Last time I did this, I got dizzy, so. Hello.
Hiya.
Oh, dog's warm. Cute dog. I think the dog was called Harry. And over there, that side is Jutland Street, which has one of the steepest hills in Manchester, cobbled as well. So that side is Jutland Street, which is more city centre. This is Ancoats Basin, and like where I started, that was the northern quarter. It's not that cold, to be honest, at the moment. It's not as cold as it was 2 days ago. Look, it says no swimming there. Well, people ignore that, especially when it's hot. Heat wave for the one day that we get of the year. Sometimes only when I come around here and take pictures and put it on Stalkbook, Facebook. A lot of people, some people, or maybe a few, is not aware of this area. When I used to be a senior support worker, I used to bring my service users or clients or patients, some people would call them. I used to bring them around here and walk around it. So they found it so relaxing, until sometimes there were too many people, then it might be a trigger for them. But I wonder if these things are cold at night. Every time I see flats or apartments, they do look quite small. A few people have mentioned that I should do vlogs on, YouTube, because you get paid for it as well. I wouldn't want to be one of these vloggers or content creators or independent journalists, as they call themselves, where they just show negative, homeless, drugs, Piccadilly. I wouldn't do that. Manchester has a nice side, and this is one of them. Some of these YouTubers or content creators, whatever they want to call themselves, they only show the negative side because they get the likes, the subscribes, and the more viewers they get, the more money they get. It's been said that some YouTubers can earn £17,000 a month, but that's mainly because they're showing like the
total distance 1 mile,
very negative side.
total time 27 minutes and 32 seconds. Split pace 27 minutes 32 seconds per mile.
A lot of people go there so they get more content. So, right, this is the other side of Ancoats, and I'm sure this bit's called Ancoats as well. But years ago, if people actually walked around here, none of this was here. It was so empty and bare. But again, look at it now. quite nice at night actually. A lot of these apartments probably range from £900 a month to like £2,000 a month. I know on Deansgate, some of them are like £6,000 a month to rent. Not even buy, to rent. How crazy is that? And then they have service charges on top of that. But I do like it. I do like it around here. I wonder what it's like living on a barge. I can smell weed again. So over there you got a tram stop and more old mills that have been renovated. I can hear a funny sound over there, so I'm not going over there. Sounds like someone's arguing. It's someone on a barge. But it's all changed down here. It's amazing how lights make a difference to the area. Imagine if all these lights weren't here, it wouldn't look so amazing, it wouldn't look so extraordinary. Look at New York, Times Square. If someone was to unplug those lights, everyone's going back to the hotel. It's all about the lights. I look at a lot of people's YouTube or content on TikTok. Oh, there we go. There's a tram going into the city centre, just come from Ashton. I look at a lot of people's content when they're walking around doing live like this, because I love the architecture of buildings. It's really interesting how most of the time most buildings don't look alike. This building, I remember as a neighbour warden working for the council, we used to sneak around here on our bikes, and there was nobody ever here. This is an old barn, I believe. Nobody was in here at all. Now it looks like it's one property. Yeah, it looks like one property, maybe two properties. Yeah, we used to go down there and sit around the corner on our bikes, because we used to patrol Ancoats area. I'm not going to walk on the cobbles because I always trip. We used to patrol Ancoats area, but because we were on bikes, we used to disappear and nobody could find us unless they used to radio. Yeah, that's why we used to sit in that grassed area, relaxing. Yeah, Manchester's really interesting with all the buildings, all the different shapes. I've always liked this building until of late. It's looking very 1970s, and quite a few of these windows, not a lot, quite a few of these windows have actually fallen out. That Leonardo Hotel, all those buildings over there are new. That again used to be areas where it was flat, wasteland. But again, look at it now. People keep complaining about Manchester city centre especially is turning into New York concrete jungle. But if it wasn't for all these apartments, Manchester wouldn't be as big, because the more people, more apartments, more sales. Granted, not affordable, but better for the economy. I can't speak because my lips are so cold, so if I sound like someone's put a scarf over my mouth and tried to kidnap me, I do apologise. I'm not going to walk down there because my hands are freezing. So, Facebook fans, family, Did I just say fans? That sounds so tacky. Facebook followers. That is Ancoats and the Northern Quarter. If you ever get a chance, daytime, summertime, hot days, you want a drink, nice food, it's at the bottom of Oldham Road to your left, and this area is Ancoats Basin on the other side of these apartments, and then you've got the Northern Quarter where the old mills are. Let me just do one more circle. I hope you enjoyed that area. Over and out.